It's a rare moment at JFK Airport. The last Concorde, that sleek silver bullet of the skies, is taxiing for its final flight. The roar of its engines feels like an elegy to a class vanished. Meanwhile, tucked in a corner, Hooters Air buzzes with its own brand of lowbrow cheer, a flying wing joint with wings, literally. David Rakoff throws us into this absurd contrast, but why does this clash of cultures feel so painfully familiar? What does it reveal about us? Rakoff pits two worlds against each other, the fading grandeur of supersonic travel and the brash, cheeky gimmick that is Hooters Air. There's comedy here, but under it lies a sharp sting about what we value and throw away. David Rakoff describes boarding one of Concorde's final flights, the cabin still whispering faded glories, chrome fittings, polite stewardesses, a sense of exclusivity evaporating. The passengers, a mix of old-money types and aviation geeks, shared a fleeting moment inside a last fragment of a more elegant era, knowing full well the supersonic dream was hitting the ground for good. Contrast this with Hooters Air, a small airline with waitresses in tank tops serving chicken wings alongside the beverage carts. Rakoff frames it like a carnival ride masquerading as serious air travel, a bizarre hybrid that's less about flying and more about selling a fantasy of low-rent fun. It's a spectacle, a loud, greasy emblem of how mass culture claims space once reserved for refinement. That clash isn't just about planes. It's a metaphor for a deeper shift. We trade sophisticated, rarefied experiences for relentless populism and excess. The quiet dignity of craftsmanship is drowned out by the manic buzz of commodity spectacle. Rakoff's sly insight. We're living through luxury's death throes, replaced by a culture that proudly wallows in its own cheapness. Working as a cabana boy in South Beach isn't exactly a resume highlight, but Rakoff's sharp eye turns the job into a kaleidoscope of human obsession. What funny, grotesque truths bubble up amidst the tanning oil and endless cocktails. Rakoff recounts his stint sliding under towel requests, refilling overpriced drinks, and enduring the endless parade of sunbathers obsessed with perfect bodies. He watches privilege unravel in slow motion, the frantic attempts to freeze youth, the desperate clutching at fleeting beauty, all playing out in a relentless, sweaty theater of vanity. This gig is a perfect human petri dish. Vanity here isn't just about looks, it's a performance, a stage where fragile egos demand constant attention. Rakoff's portrayal is like watching a soap opera in swim trunks, each guest desperately scripting their own bliss while ignoring the absurdity of their obsession with surface-level perfection. At the end of the day, Rakoff's insight cuts deep. Paradise isn't paradise if you're shackled by your own reflection. That manic quest for external perfection reveals a kind of imprisonment, a gilded cage wrapped in sunscreen and frozen margaritas, where the real luxury might be simply letting go. On a private island in Belize, Rakoff stumbles into a softcore video shoot, complete with his own manservant. The scene is absurd, but beneath the surface lies a cutting satire of greed, vanity, and self-obsession that defines modern culture. Rakoff finds himself on this tiny island, amid bright cameras, half-dressed actors, and a personal manservant shadowing his every step. The shoot's vapid glamour feels like a microcosm of excess, everyone chasing something fleeting, every gesture steeped in both vanity and desperation. He's both insider and outsider in this bizarre showbiz bubble. This scenario is a vivid metaphor. The manservant becomes a symbol of how our culture enables selfishness and greed, feeding endless cravings rather than true need. It's like a carnival mirror reflection of humanity's hunger for privilege and constant admiration, where service and spectacle blur into a grotesque dance. Rakoff lands on a brutal truth. Our age has transformed narcissism from a hidden flaw into a badge of honor. The constant pursuit of more, of self-display, is framed morally as success. We're not just hoarders or show-offs. We've recast these impulses as virtues in a new gilded-age hell that's as dazzling as it is corrosive. Remember the Concorde's final flight and Hooters Air's wild wings? That clash wasn't just aviation trivia. It's the tension between losing elegance and gaining noisy excess. Rakoff's tour through cabanas and private islands shows us chasing comfort turns vicious when we lose self-awareness. Next time you're tempted by empty status or obsession with image, try this. Step back, breathe, and ask, what truly makes your life richer, not flashier? Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.